which I'll talk about later. But to become the wand's true master, Voldemort released his snake Nagini on Snape, and she wrapped around him, making Snape lose color in his face. Voldemort then gave Nagini the order to kill, and she pounced on him several times. When Voldemort left, Harry entered, and Snape gave him tears that contained all the memories that Harry needed to know. He then looked into Harry's eyes, the eyes that he had inherited from his mother, the woman that Snape loved.
You have your mother's eyes.
And this comforting thought of Lily Potter was the last thing Snape thought of before he died. Now I know that technically Harry died, but because he came back from death and was alive afterwards, I did not add it to this video. I wanted only people that died and stayed dead. At the end of the battle, Nagini was the next person to lose her life. And now with the Fantastic Beasts movies, this death is a lot more meaningful because we know that she used to be a real person that was cursed with the condition of being a maledictus. The timeline of when she was killed in the books versus the movies differs a bit. In the book, she was not killed during Harry and Voldemort's final fight, but rather when Neville stepped forward with the Sword of Gryffindor after his speech. As soon as he pulled the Sword of Gryffindor out, he charged at Nagini and cut her in half, destroying Voldemort's final Horcrux. Bellatrix Lestrange, Voldemort's most loyal follower, was the next to fall. After nearly killing Ginny, Mrs. Weasley stepped forward and challenged Bellatrix, fueled by her despair of losing her son Fred. Bellatrix taunted Mrs. Weasley as they dueled, even bringing up Fred's death. But as Bellatrix laughed, Molly shot back and hit Bellatrix square in the chest right over her heart, killing Bellatrix once and for all. And finally, Lord Voldemort, the man responsible for so many deaths on this list. Voldemort died because he was not the true owner of the Elder Wand. The true owner was actually the person he was fighting, Harry Potter himself. The wand refused to kill its true master, and it flew in the air and landed in Harry's hand. Voldemort fell to the ground, having been killed by his own rebounded curse. He did not fall apart the way he did in the film though. His body simply collapsed, just an ordinary death for an ordinary man who tried so hard to be extraordinary, but failed. And there we are. All 104 deaths in the Harry Potter series. We've gone over many innocent people who did not deserve death, and we've One of the most intriguing and undervalued parts of the Harry Potter series is the Mirror of Erised. It shows the person looking into the mirror what they desire above all, hence the name, which is actually the word desire spelled backwards.
It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest and most desperate desires of our hearts.
The books only told us what 3 characters would see when looking in the mirror, and Rowling revealed 3 more after the series ended. But for me, I had to dig deeper and go past just those 6 characters. So I put together a list of 70 characters from the series, and I'm going to go over what each of them would see when looking in the Mirror of Erised. Now just to be clear, most of these are my own theories, but I will be using my vast Potter knowledge, having made over 120 videos on this channel, so I think they're going to be pretty good guesses. Depending on how I see fit, I'm going to choose when the character would look in the mirror, so it could be at different points in the series, whether it's around the 1st book, the 7th book, before the series started, after the series ended, and so on. Before we start, I want to share something really cool with you guys. I've recently teamed up with a company called Secret Lab, and they partnered with Warner Brothers to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the first Harry Potter film. They created the newly launched Secret Lab Harry Potter collection. The collection includes the Secret Lab Titan Evo 2022 Harry Potter edition, and the Secret Lab Memory Foam Lumbar Pillow Harry Potter edition. They sent me this incredible Hogwarts chair that they customized just for me based on my height and weight. It's honestly incredible. You can easily adjust the lumbar support with some knobs, the pillow for your head sticks on like a magnet, and the detail is outstanding. They have the Marauders map, even having the footprints and the classic Marauders line.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
Since I myself am a Gryffindor, I got the Secret Lab Memory Foam Lumbar Pillow Harry Potter Gryffindor edition. And the best part about this team up is you guys can get this chair as well, and one lucky winner will get it for free. All you have to do is head over to Instagram, follow my page and Secret Lab's page, both of which are linked down below, like my post about the giveaway, then tag 2 of your friends in the comments. And for the rest of you who don't win, don't worry, you can still get this chair. I linked down below the link to buy it. And you can customize your own Secret Lab Harry Potter collection chair and memory foam lumbar pillow. It's a great opportunity, so don't miss out. I'm super excited to bring this forth to you guys. So now that that's out of the way, let's get the video started. Harry Potter. We'll start with the main character. He's obviously one of the 6 characters whose desire we know. He of course desired a family. Becoming an orphan at the age of 1, this was something he never had. In the book, there was a whole line of ancestors that were looking back at him in the mirror, but in the film, he only saw his parents James and Lily. Then later, he saw himself holding the Philosopher's Stone, but that was just in that moment. His true desire was having a family. Hermione Granger. This is another one of the 6 characters whose desire we know, as Rowling revealed what Hermione would see after the series ended. The timeline in which Rowling gave this answer was the summer right before the Deathly Hallows took place, and JK said that she would see herself and her friends alive and unscathed, Voldemort defeated, and herself and Ron in a romantic embrace. Also, I'm going to add a small little theory of what else she would see. If she looked in the mirror at any given time besides that summer Rowling expanded on, I think it's very likely that she would see herself freeing house elves and having a leading role in the Ministry. Ron Weasley. And now we move on to another character whose desire has been confirmed in the series. Ron of course saw himself as Quidditch captain, head boy, and saw himself standing apart from his older brothers, being better than all of them.
That's me! Only I'm head boy, and I'm holding the Quidditch cup. And bloody hell, I'm Quidditch captain too!
Ginny Weasley. We never found out what Ginny would see, but I think it's pretty obvious. She desired Harry to notice her for most of the series. When they finally got together, she told him that she was always waiting for him, even when she was dating other guys. If she looked in the mirror, she would of course see herself and Harry together romantically. Draco Malfoy. Draco desired power for most of the series, but when he finally got a chance to hold some power as a Death Eater, he did not want it anymore. So I'm going to go over 2 different moments in his life. Before he got the Dark Mark, I think he would have seen himself as a loyal and high-ranking Death Eater just like his father. But after becoming a Death Eater, I think he would see himself without the Dark Mark on his arm, showing that he had never joined Voldemort in the first place. Neville Longbottom. When looking at Neville's story, you see that he is a bit of a tragic character. His parents were tortured into madness by Death Eaters when Neville was only a baby, meaning they lost their minds, forgetting and having no idea who their son was. When looking in the mirror, Neville would almost certainly see his parents with their minds intact, and both of them there to raise him and watch him grow up. Luna Lovegood. Luna was raised by her eccentric father Xenophilius, and he did a great job raising his kind-hearted and down-to-earth daughter. However, something was always missing in Luna's life, and that was a mother. She lost her mother Pandora when she was just 9 years old, and I think when looking in the mirror, Luna would see her mother standing there next to her. Sirius Black. The best days of Sirius's life were his Hogwarts years. He was part of the Marauders, the group of boys that consisted of himself, James Potter, Remus Lupin, and Peter Pettigrew, and they ruled the school in the 1970s. Things became disastrous for the group shortly after finishing up at Hogwarts though, as Pettigrew betrayed them, which led to James's death. Sirius was framed for the murder of Peter Pettigrew and was sent off to Azkaban, and Lupin believed that Sirius was the one who betrayed James and killed Peter. So if Sirius looked in the mirror, I think he would see himself, James, and Lupin young and at Hogwarts again. Albus Dumbledore. Dumbledore is another character whose desire we actually know. In The Crimes of Grindelwald, we saw a younger Dumbledore looking into the mirror, and he saw himself and Grindelwald making their blood pact, a moment he wished he could go back to, as he was in love with Grindelwald and he loved that moment. Well, that was what he saw in the 1920s. Rowling later revealed what he would see in the 1990s, where the original series took place. She said he would see his family alive, whole, and happy, with his father Percival, who would have never gone to Azkaban, his mother Kendra, who would not have been killed, Ariana properly using magic and alive, and Aberforth reconciled to him. Severus Snape. Snape dedicated his life to Lily Evans. He betrayed his master Lord Voldemort trying to save her, and when he wasn't able to, he spent years risking his life to protect Lily's son, all because he still loved her even 17 years after her death. I think it's pretty obvious what he would see. He would see himself romantically involved with Lily. Fred Weasley. In the earlier books, I think Fred would see himself and his twin brother George running a very successful joke shop, as they have been working on this for many years. Ron told us that explosions would always be heard coming from the twins' room, dating back to before the first book even took place, and we would later find out that this was them experimenting with joke products, so it's clear that this was a desire of Fred for many years. George Weasley. This is probably one of the most tragic ones on this list. George lost his other half in the Battle of Hogwarts, and he would never be the same. When looking in the mirror, George would see Fred back by his side, alive and well. The most tragic thing though is the fact that George did not need the Mirror of Erised to be reminded of his fallen brother, because he's reminded of Fred every time he looks in a normal mirror.
You okay, Freddy? Yeah. Me too.
Percy Weasley. Percy was very ambitious and had big aspirations. If he looked in the mirror any time before the Deathly Hallows, he would see himself as a very high-ranking ministry employee and maybe even as minister. But most of all though, he would see his family respecting him rather than making fun of him for his ambition. Molly Weasley. I'm gonna go over 3 different parts of Molly's life. First, before she had kids, she would have seen her brothers Fabian and Gideon alive, as both of them lost their lives during the First Wizarding War. Then, around the time of the Order of the Phoenix and the Half-Blood Prince, she would have seen Percy and the rest of the family back together, as Percy had disowned the rest of the Weasleys, and Molly's other children hated their brother for this. Then, after the Deathly Hallows, though she had Percy back, she had of course lost Fred. So she would again see her family back together in the mirror, but instead of Percy returning this time, it would be Fred returning. Arthur Weasley. Arthur was the breadwinner for the Weasley family, but he was never able to provide what he desired. He blamed himself for the family being poor, so I think he would have seen himself making more money, but at the same time, still doing what he loved, working with and for Muggles. And like his wife, if he looked in the mirror after the Deathly Hallows, he would have seen Fred alive as well. Charlie Weasley. Charlie would share the same desire as his mother and siblings, so when looking in the mirror, he would see Fred by his side. Bill Weasley. The oldest of the Weasley clan was viciously mauled by Greyback and the Half-Blood Prince, an incident that left him with permanent and incurable scars on his face. They were so bad that they made him look unrecognizable afterwards. I think if he looked in the mirror, he would see his face back to normal. And of course, like all of the other Weasleys, if he looked in the mirror after the Deathly Hallows, he too would see Fred alive. Rubeus Hagrid. I think Hagrid would see a few things in the mirror. He would see himself as a fully fledged wizard having never been expelled. He would see his deceased father next to him, and he would have a pet dragon that he could realistically tame and care for without any problems. Peter Pettigrew. Pettigrew was a coward that surrounded himself with strong people to protect him. First the Marauders, and then Voldemort and the Death Eaters. I think Pettigrew was too cowardly to even dream of being strong himself. That would not even cross his insecure mind. I think he would instead see himself surrounded by the strongest group of people imaginable, all ready to protect and defend him. Fleur Delacour. In The Goblet of Fire, we as an audience saw Fleur as stuck up. But as the series went on, we realized that this was not the case at all. She's actually incredibly selfless and down to earth. This was seen on full effect at the end of The Half-Blood Prince. Mrs. Weasley assumed that Fleur would break off her engagement with Bill after he was mauled, but Fleur said she wasn't going anywhere. Bill was the love of her life and she was going to marry him no matter what. If she looked in the mirror, I think Fleur would see Bill without his scars. And not because she didn't want an ugly husband, but because she wanted Bill to be happy in his own skin. I think her own desires would come second to her husband's. Minerva McGonagall. McGonagall lived a tragic life before the series started. There are so many sad moments to point out, but just going over the main thing, she lost her younger brother who was murdered by Death Eaters, and after falling in love, marrying, and moving in with the love of her life, Elphinstone Yearcord, he was killed not long after that, breaking McGonagall's heart. I think Minerva would see Elphinstone and the life they would have had he not died, as well as seeing her younger brother alive and standing next to her. Tom Riddle, aka Lord Voldemort. This is another one of the 6 characters whose desire has been confirmed by Rowling. She said he would see himself more powerful than anyone in the world, he would be immortal, and there would be no Harry Potter there to stop him.
Let us hope that Mr. Potter will always be around to save the day.
Don't worry, I will be.
Bellatrix Lestrange. Bellatrix was a lunatic in love with a madman. If she looked in the mirror, she would see herself and Voldemort romantically involved. Voldemort would see her above everyone, both romantically and power-wise among Death Eaters, and she would bear him a child, which of course happened in The Cursed Child. But we don't speak of that garbage. The fact that a lunatic's unreachable desire is a canon point in the Harry Potter series is disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Remus Lupin. Lupin struggled all his life with lycanthropy, the thing that makes you turn into a werewolf every full moon. Having lycanthropy made Lupin's life very hard, not only having to transform every month, which was incredibly painful and dangerous to those around him, but it also led to him being shunned by most of the Wizarding world. If he looked in the mirror, he would see himself free of lycanthropy and free of being a werewolf. Nymphadora Tonks. For Tonks, I'm going to base the timeline of this for during the Half-Blood Prince. During this time, she was incredibly depressed. She lost the light that normally shined through with her cheery personality, and her Patronus changed forms. The cause of all of this was the fact that she was in love with Lupin, but he refused to be with her. If Tonks looked in the mirror during this time, she would see herself and Lupin romantically together and happy. Cho Chang. Cho was dating Cedric when he was killed, which made her very depressed. Then she was extremely confused, as she had developed feelings for Harry around the same time that she developed feelings for Cedric, but Cedric made the first move, so she chose him. Then, after Cedric's death, she pursued her feelings for Harry, but she was held back because she felt guilty, their first kiss even being highlighted by her crying.
How was it? Wet. I mean, she was sort of crying.
I think Hermione describes what Cho is feeling best, so I'll let her take this one.
Obviously, she's feeling sad about Cedric, and therefore confused about liking Harry and guilty about kissing him. Conflicted because Umbridge is threatening to sack her mom from her job at the Ministry, and frightened of failing her OWLs because she's so busy worrying about everything else.
If Cho looked in the mirror, I think she would see Cedric alive, and she would see herself being able to freely choose between Cedric and Harry without any guilt. Dudley Dursley.
This is
If Dudley looked in the mirror, I think he would have seen himself reconciling with Harry earlier than he did. They of course left each other on good terms in the final book, but at that point, Dudley had been grateful to Harry for 2 years, as Harry had saved him from the Dementors in the 5th book. I think Dudley would realize that he and Harry could have been friends this whole time. He could have had a brother growing up rather than a punching bag. Vernon Dursley. Vernon was a very greedy man who was obsessed with appearances, and had he looked in the mirror, I think he would have seen himself as rich, successful, and surrounded by material things like a fancy car, a mansion, and whatever else he could think of. Petunia Dursley. Unlike her husband, deep down, Petunia was a good person. Her nastiness was brought on by jealousy of her sister Lily.
Oh, my mother and father were so proud the day she got her letter. We have a witch in the family. Isn't it wonderful? I was the only one to see her for what she was. A freak.
Looking at her childhood, she wrote to Dumbledore asking if she could come to Hogwarts as well, and when she was denied, Lily always reminded her of the school she so desperately wanted to go to but never could. If Petunia looked in the mirror, she would have seen herself going to Hogwarts. Newt Scamander. If Newt looked in the mirror, he would see himself in a world where all magical creatures were understood and respected. This of course came true later on in his life thanks to his best-selling book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I'm writing a book about magical creatures.
Like an extermination guide?
No, a guide to help people understand why we should be protecting these creatures instead of killing them.
Goldstein?
Though I think he would have wanted the world to be even more understanding than it was during the original series. Oliver Wood. Oliver was obsessed with Quidditch. It was his whole life. He eventually played professionally after his Hogwarts years, but he was only on the reserve team. If he looked in the mirror, he would have seen himself as the greatest and most successful Quidditch player to ever live. Gellert Grindelwald. Grindelwald is a very complicated character. If he looked in the mirror when he was younger, or even during the events of the Fantastic Beasts films, he would have seen himself as the Master of Death, owning all 3 of the Deathly Hallows, and he would be the ruler of the world, making the Wizarding world rule over Muggles. However, years later, it was stated that Grindelwald regretted his actions, and in his final act of redemption, he refused to give up the location of the Elder Wand, protecting both the world from Voldemort, and even more, the love of his life's tomb. If that Grindelwald looked in the mirror, he would see himself as a man who never became a tyrant and a man who never went after power, instead staying by Dumbledore's side romantically. Gilderoy Lockhart. Pre-memory loss, Lockhart would have seen himself as the most famous wizard to ever live, not just for his books and stolen accomplishments, but for actual things he was able to do, which in the real world he could never do because he was a below average wizard at best. Leta Lestrange. Leta was burdened by guilt for almost her entire life. She switched her baby brother with another baby when he wouldn't stop crying, and when the ship they were on went down, she watched her real brother drown. She blamed herself and was haunted by the image of him sinking lower and lower. If Leta looked in the mirror, she would see her brother still alive, having never been switched and never been drowned. Lucius Malfoy. We're gonna go over 3 different time periods for Lucius. First, if he looked in the mirror during the First Wizarding War, I think he would have seen himself as Voldemort's most trusted ally. And notice I said ally, not follower. If he had it his way, I think he would be more of an equal to the Dark Lord. Now, moving forward in the timeline, if Lucius looked in the mirror after Voldemort's downfall, he would have seen Voldemort back to full power, meaning he himself would be in a more powerful role. And finally, if Lucius looked in the mirror after Voldemort returned, most notably after he failed the Dark Lord in the Department of Mysteries, he would have seen Voldemort gone and his family safe. Narcissa Malfoy. If Narcissa looked in the mirror after Voldemort's return, and most notably after he gave her son Draco the impossible task of killing Albus Dumbledore, like her husband Lucius, she would see her family safe and Voldemort gone. Lily Potter. Lily always loved her sister Petunia even after their falling out. She desperately tried to reconnect with her older sister, but it always failed. Even in adulthood, Lily tried again and again, and every time she would end up in tears. Because of this, if Lily looked in the mirror, she would see herself and Petunia as best friends again. James Potter. During his Hogwarts years, James was plain and simple a bully. However, when he realized that his ego, his cockiness, and most of all his bullying ways made the love of his life dislike him, he changed everything about himself, maturing a great deal. Doing this made Lily fall for him, but this did not happen until his 7th and final year at Hogwarts. If he looked in the mirror, I think he would have seen a man who stopped bullying much earlier than he did, not only to get the girl, but because he realized how his bullying affected others. Alistair Mad-Eye Moody. Moody dedicated his life to hunting down dark wizards, and he became perhaps the best Auror of all time. However, this took a real toll on him both physically and mentally. Every inch of his skin, especially his face, seemed to be scarred. He also lost one of his legs and of course one of his eyes. On top of that, he had severe PTSD from his time as an Auror, and he was paranoid 24/7, which dominated and ruled his life. If he looked in the mirror, I think he would see himself free of PTSD, and physically, he would have both legs, both eyes, and no scars on his body. However, with that being said,
please watch.
I don't think he would undo anything he did in his career. I think he would still see himself as an Auror, just unscarred and damage-free from doing his job. Mundungus Fletcher. Mundungus was a thief and a con man, and if he looked in the mirror, I think he would see himself surrounded by riches, most of which he probably stole and conned out of people because that was what he loved doing. Tina Goldstein. If Tina looked in the mirror before the Fantastic Beasts films took place, she would see herself being reinstated as an Auror, a position that she loved and a position that she had lost when she used magic in front of a no-mage. However, after meeting Newt, I think she would see herself romantically involved with him, and on top of that, she would see them being together in a world where the global Wizarding War was over. Kingsley Shacklebolt. Kingsley was a man dedicated to helping the world, first as an Auror, then a member of the Order of the Phoenix, and finally as the Minister of Magic following the events of the Deathly Hallows. If he looked in the mirror, I think he would see himself in the best position possible to help make the world a better place. Argus Filch. Argus Filch was a squib, meaning a person born from magical parents but having no magical ability themselves. He hated Hogwarts students because he was jealous that they got to become witches and wizards when he was unable to do so. If he looked in the mirror, he would see himself possessing magical abilities. Dolores Umbridge. If Umbridge looked in the mirror, she would see herself born into a well-respected pureblood family. And let me explain. Dolores was very embarrassed of her real family, as she despised her wizard father for his lack of ambition, merely being a janitor in the Ministry of Magic. She despised her muggle mother for being a muggle and making her herself a half-blood, and she despised her brother who was a squib. Umbridge disowned her family, never speaking to them again, and she went on to tell people that she was a pureblood even though this wasn't true. In the Deathly Hallows, she told people that the S on Slytherin's locket stood for Selwyn, a pureblood family known for being dark wizards, and she began to tell people that she was a descendant of the Selwyns. So clearly, she desired to be part of a well-respected pureblood family more than anything else. Jacob Kowalski. Jacob's life changed forever when becoming friends with witches and wizards, and he was heartbroken to have to give up those memories at the end of the first Fantastic Beasts movie. However, luckily for him, his memories stayed intact.
You were supposed to have been obliviated.
It didn't work, pal. But you said it. The potion only erases bad memories. I didn't have any.
However, though his memories were intact, Jacob was still an outsider looking in as a no-match.
I ain't a wizard. I'm just me.
If he looked in the mirror, he would see himself as a wizard part of the wizarding world. Lavender Brown. I'm going to look at what Lavender would see during the events of the Half-Blood Prince. If she looked in the mirror at the beginning of the book, she would see herself and Ron together romantically, as she had a major crush on him. But if she looked at the mirror at the back half of the book, she would see herself with Ron, who she had never broken up with, and she would see Ron choosing her over Hermione, who she was always threatened by. Pravati Patil. Pravati was best friends with Lavender, and during the events of the Deathly Hallows, Pravati's best friend died in the Battle of Hogwarts. If Pravati looked in the mirror, she would have her best friend back by her side. Sybil Trelawney. Sybil was a descendant of Cassandra Trelawney, one of the most famous, successful, and well-respected seers in history. Sybil was constantly overshadowed by her great-great-grandmother, everybody making comparisons that she could not live up to. Though Sybil was a true seer, no one took her seriously, and even more, no one respected her. If she looked in the mirror, she would see herself as well-respected and revered as her great-great-grandmother Cassandra. Winky. During Winky's time serving the Crouch family, Barty Sr. sent his son Barty Jr. to Azkaban. However, when a sick and dying Mrs. Crouch begged her husband to free their son, Barty Sr. arranged for Mrs. Crouch and their son to switch places. Mrs. Crouch stayed in Azkaban, where she eventually died, and Barty Jr. came home. Winky was forced to watch over him, and it was her job to keep him a secret. After many years, Winky took Barty Jr. to the Quidditch World Cup. While there, he escaped and cast a dark mark in the sky, which Winky was blamed for, making her lose her job. Winky was devastated and was never the same again. Eventually, Barty Jr. killed his father, and he himself got the Dementor's kiss, meaning Winky lost all 3 members of the family. If Winky looked in the mirror, she would see the Crouch family together again, both alive and in their right minds, and Winky would be beside the family working for them again. Kreacher. Kreacher worked for and adored the Black family, especially their youngest son named Regulus. When Regulus got older, he joined Voldemort and became a Death Eater. However, he soon backed out, and he had Kreacher help him get Voldemort's Horcrux.
Reinforcement available. Choose your reinforcements. At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
Which lowlife shall I dispose of?
Turret has been sold.
Who stands in my way?
Choose your reinforcements.
Checking sector. Moving into that area, sir. What?
Your IFN here. Very well. Activating stealth field.
Turret has been sold. Bacta tank constructing.
I await your instruction. So be it. A fight it is.
Which lowlife shall I dispose of? Who stands in my way? Engines prime. Torpedoes away. Enemy targeted. Checking sector. Ready. Weapons firing. Torpedoes online.
We've secured a landing zone.
What do you need? Moving.
Ready.
We've secured a build pad. Repair station constructing.
My patience wears thin.
Yes, sir. Scouting.
What can I do for you? That will suffice.
I copy. Moving into that area, sir. Destination received.
Moving as quickly as possible. It's your credit account. Confirmed. Moving forward. We're moving into position now. I am here at your request. A test of my skills. They will not know what hit them.
I copy. Enemy sighted.
Yes. Attacking at once. I will take care of it. All right. You cannot hit what you cannot see.
Unit destroyed. Turret
How may I
constructing.
help?
Yes, sir. Moving to attack range.
We've secured a landing zone.
Attack.
I am ready. It will be done.
Ready to go. On my way.
Roger that. Fire.
stand ready. Form up. I await your request. Activating stealth field. Awaiting orders. Torpedo launcher mobile, sir. Open fire.
We secured a build pad. Construction complete.
Attack that target. Attacking target. Fire at will. Assault squad reporting. Moving as quickly as possible. I copy.
We secured a landing zone.
Initiating ground assault. What is it? Reporting. Attacking.
Unit destroyed.
Targeting.
We secured a build pad.
Beginning attack. Right away.
Cluster located. Proximity required for access.
Sensor node
We appreciate your
constructing.
credits. It's your credit account. Yes, sir. Heading out. Fall out. Let's move out. Destination received. Torpedo launcher mobile, sir.
We
Initiating
secured
ground
a build
assault.
pad.
Firing.
Sensor node
Signal received.
constructing.
Confirmed. Moving forward. This better be worth my time. Yes, Commander. Let's go. Here's one of the security outposts. One moment. May I be of assistance? Standing by, sir. Keep going.
One outpost down.
Engines primed. Torpedoes away. We'll provide all the backup you need. Does anyone doubt my ability? I see. Ready. This way. We'll provide all the backup you need. Ready. Over there. I copy. Enemy targeted. Weapons firing. I copy. Torpedoes online.
That's two.
Unit destroyed.
Enemy sighted. Yes, sir. Moving to attack range. Make sure you're covered. Attack. Roger that. Checking sector.
When may I expect payment? Commencing.
Where next? To that location. What is your plan? Ready for battle. We're moving into position now.
Factor tank has been sold. Construction complete.
Acquiring gas.
Repair station has been sold. Construction complete.
Gas canister full.
Turret has been sold. Construction complete.
I wait for your signal.
One outpost left.
What do you wish?
We secured a build pad. Construction complete.
You're right, Finn.
Acquiring gas.
Up. Moving into that area, sir.
Gas canister full.
Do you wish to utilize my service accessing data? Security reroute complete. Typerzon now has access to restricted planets.
Transferring gas. Transfer successful.
Sensor node has been sold.
Sensor node constructing.
Awaiting order.
Transferring gas. Transfer successful.
Torpedo launcher mobile, sir.
Turret has been sold. Construction complete.
Do not make me wait. If that is necessary. Copy. Fire.
We've secured a build pad. Sensor node
I copy.
constructing.
Reporting. Open fire. Attack that target. We're right behind you. I await your instruction.
Acquiring gas. Gas canister full. Acquiring gas.
Signal received.
Gas canister full.
Initiating ground assault. Yes, Commander. Beginning attack.
Sensor node has been
Bacta
sold.
tank constructing.
That should leave no doubt in Darth Vader's mind that Shizor was responsible for this break-in.
Attacking target.
What appears to be Lord Vader's shuttle is on approach for landing at your location.
We're going to have to move quickly on our final task if we want to get out of here intact.
Acquiring gas. Gas canister full.
Sir, a group of smugglers have infiltrated our Tabana gas refinery.
You have, of course, captured and detained them.
My lord, we nearly had them, but they seem to have...
Not the performance I expect from an Imperial field commander. I will seek them out myself.
You can't fight what you can't see. Engines primed. Awaiting orders. Move order acknowledged. Do not fail. Choose wisely. Who will suffer the consequences? Right away.
Transferring gas. Transfer successful. Transferring gas. Transfer successful.
Moving out. Attacking.
Transferring gas. Transfer successful.
I copy. I copy. Heading out. Make sure you're covered. Targeting. This way, man. Yes, sir. Firing.
Enough. I am needed elsewhere.
Acquiring gas.
Not meet again.
Gas canister full.
you need. I am going.
Acquiring gas. Acquiring gas. Gas canister full. Transferring gas. Transfer successful. Gas canister full. Acquiring gas. Gas canister full. Transferring gas. Transfer successful. Transferring gas.
Good work. Let's get back to the shuttle and get out of here.
We are victorious. Enemy fleet approaching. Tactical battle imminent.
Ready for action.
We've been discovered by the enemy. Be prepared to defend our position and repel the aggressors.
Moving out. Station ready.
Enemy forces ahead.
Our space station is under attack.
Star Viper Squadron reporting. Enemies incoming.
Reinforcements en route.
I'm running out of maneuvers.
Drawing their fire.
Gunship weapons are online.
Reinforcements en route.
Copy that. Weapons online. Affirmative.
Watch the crossfire.
Fire on the shield generator.
Thrusters at maximum. Locking target. Enemy target sighted. Lasers locked and ready.
Reinforcements en route.
Reporting.
Someone on my tail.
Take out that shield generator.
It's no good.
TIE Squadron here.
They have strong resistance.
For the Empire.
I'm on my approach. Watch the crossfire. Blasting nerf herders. I've got him
Waiting
disabled.
command.
Locking target.
Enemies in range. Take out their engine.
Locking target.
Weapon systems
Locking
fully
target.
activated.
I've got him on my scope.
Space station under attack.
We're moving out.
Yes, Commander. Open fire on those laser cannons.
Weapons charged.
We're on station. Got him now.
Waiting order.
Got one. Crusaders' weapons are charged and ready. Enemy in sight. Attacking fighters now.
Retreat aborted.
Engaging the enemy now.
Swinging around.
Standing by. Enemies incoming.
I've got him on my scope.
Sensors activated.
I've got it lined up.
Weapons armed. Fire at will. They have strong resistance. Got one. I've got him disabled.
Star Cruiser here. Star Cruiser standing by.
Gunship weapons are online.
I've got a fix.
Enemy in range. We're ready for action. Engage target.
The enemy has been defeated.
Perhaps I misjudged you, Zan. Stealing that Tibanna gas from Vader must have been very difficult.
You neglected to mention Vader's presence.
Merely a test to see if you were smart enough to do your research. You passed. Now then, I will be happy to arrange your meeting with the Empire. I'll send you the rendezvous coordinates and details soon.
Tactical battle imminent.
We'll advance into the system and destroy the next Tibanna gas shipment. That should make it easier for us to... We've managed to bribe and capture an Imperial interdictor. We will be using the interdictor to pull Tibanna gas convoys out of hyperspace. For this plan to work, the interdictor will need to activate its ability near the Bespin shipping lanes.
Gravity well generators online. Your command, sir. Heading out, sir. Weapons online. We're awaiting orders. Awaiting your command. Enemy forces ahead. I'm running out of maneuvers.
The first convoy should be arriving any time now. We'll need to destroy the Tibanna shuttles before they escape the range of the interdictor.
The enemy firing weapons.
It's an ambush. Take evasive action.
Coordinates received. We're moving out. Moving to attack position. Good. Enemy target sighted.
Destroying another convoy should be sufficient to put some fear into Bespin's government.
Frigate en route.
Pirates, all hands defend the Tibanna shuttle.
Fire! Weapons online. We're awaiting orders. Keep your eyes open. On station. We are ready. Get over here now!
Good work. Tibanna shipments to our enemies will not...
I see you kept a large portion of the Tibanna gas. You have plans for it?
I've blackmailed some engineers to start production on the ship designs we scavenged from the wreckage of the Death Star. We'll use the Tibanna gas for the hyperdrives and weapon systems. The first of the new ships should be ready now.
The Vengeance frigate. An interesting design. And the other ship?
The other design will be my flagship, but it will take more time to complete. Once it is, we'll find a suitable opponent to test its capabilities.
Enemy fleet approaching. Tactical battle imminent.
Weapon systems fully activated.
Reporting in.
Star Viper Squadron reporting.
Reinforcements en route.
Copy that. Weapons
We've located
online.
the enemy!
Moving out.
Reinforcements en route.
Taking hits. Taking hits.
Reinforcements en route.
Maximum.
Enemies in range.
Reinforcements en route.
Enemies incoming. Take out their engines.
We're on station.
I've got him disabled.
The engines are our primary target.
Gunship weapons are online. Enemy in sight! Attacking fighters now! Remove the shield generator.
Weapons charged.
Locking target. Incoming.
I've got him lined up.
Draw their fire.
Moving out. I got my approach vector.
Locking target.
They're falling back.
Enemy in range. Thrusters at maximum.
Reporting.
Tiber, we've received rendezvous coordinates from Prince Shizor.
Have we now? That is quite interesting. Well then, we shouldn't keep our Imperial friends waiting. Invite Bosk to come along, would you?
Why Bosk?
I have a job for him, though he doesn't know it yet.
You should not take the artifact into Empire-controlled space. Are you mad? Whatever your plans, this must be a trap.
Your concern is touching. And besides, why would it matter to you? It's just a worthless old map, isn't it?
That artifact is important to my clan, the Night Sisters. I've told you I wish to study it further. It would be a terrible mistake to let it fall into Imperial hands.
It is not your place to question Tiber. Be silent, or I will personally introduce you to my blades. A task I will find most satisfying.
Your blades will meet my whip.
Enough! I have a business to run. I don't need distractions right now. Once we have the Emperor's vaults, feel free to kill each other.
This is not over.
To that location.
Delivery reporting. Invasion commencing. Choose your reinforcements.
Moving as quickly as possible.
Reinforcements
We've been paid.
cancelled.
We'll follow orders. We'll move as long as we're paid.
At
It's your
maximum
credit
unit
account.
capacity. Production halted.
Assault squad reporting. There they are!
We've secured a build pad. Turret constructing.
We appreciate your credits. Moving as quickly as possible.
Base is under attack.
Signal received. Weapons at the ready. Attacking now. Ready for
We've
battle.
secured a build pad.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete.
Fire at will.
We've secured a build pad.
Ready and reporting.
Turret constructing.
We're available. Advancing on the enemy now.
We've secured a landing zone.
Pulse cannon mobile. Moving into position.
Bombing run available.
Weapons loaded. Pulse cannon is engaging the enemy. Give me a target. Give me a target. Engaging target. Confirmed. Moving forward.
At maximum unit capacity. Production
Copy. Pulse cannon mobile. Moving into position. We'll lead the assault.
Enough. I am needed elsewhere.
They won't expect us.
We do not meet again.
Copy. Your coin is good. We're ready to fight. We'll get there as soon as we can.
They're falling back! Your orders?
We've secured
Roger
a
that.
pad.
Attack sensors are engaged.
Planetary control achieved. Construction complete. Beginning construction. Constructing. Construction complete. Beginning construction. Construction complete. Building under construction. Recruiting.
My skills are yours to command. Progress will be swift. I'm extremely pleased to report that the bribery efforts were successful. We've corrupted the planet and gained a great deal of useful information in the process. Easily done.
Invasion commencing. Recruiting.
My skills are yours to command. My skills are yours to command. Progress will be swift.
Invasion commencing. Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements en route.
What can I corrupt
The enemy
next?
is approaching!
I can make some useful distractions. My skills are yours to command. I can make some useful distractions. Extortion plans can begin instantly. I'm ready to bribe anyone you wish. Killing and bribing is what I do best. Killing and bribing is what I do best. I follow your lead. I follow your lead. I move on your orders.
We've secured the landing zone. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Tell me of your plans.
Tactical situation. Invasion commencing. Recruiting.
My skills are yours to command. My skills are yours to command. Easily done.
Invasion commencing. Planetary control achieved. Constructing. Building under construction. Construction complete. Construction complete. Beginning construction. Constructing. Construction complete.
I confirm your transmission.
Moving to coordinates.
Moving.
Progress will be swift.
Constructing unit.
Tibazan, I've come to collect your artifact for the Emperor. Comply with my demands, and I promise a swift and reasonably honorable death. Well, this may actually prove interesting. Why don't we begin?
Agreed. For an admittedly brilliant strategist, one thing you've never been, Thrawn, is boring.
Attack that target!
Remove their shield generator.
Skip Ray reporting. Skip Ray blast boat here. Armed and ready. Commencing attack run on their shields.
Choose your reinforcements.
Our primary drive system is out. Receiving it clearly.
I'm under
Capable
attack.
ion cannon. Attacking target.
Bosk has stolen the artifact. He's heading towards Thrawn's ship. All fire on the Hound's Tooth.
No, let him go. Let him go.
I'm sure you are now aware I have what I came for. Goodbye, Tiber. For the last time.
The great Admiral Thrawn is running away from a fight.
Unlike you, Tiber, I never considered retreating an act of cowardice. It's an option, like any other. In this case, my skills are needed elsewhere, and I've kept you busy long enough.
Are you sure you're not just saving your skin?
If
I want that Imperial fleet destroyed. We have to find a way through.
Prices have changed in the black market. Visit Imperial and Rebel Worlds to see what's available.
While you sit on your throne looking smug, Bosk has taken the artifact and sold it to the Empire. And you think a Dark Lord like Vader or the Emperor won't know how to use its power?
Are you naive enough to think I just let things happen that aren't according to my carefully laid plans? You've told me the artifact is useless. I shouldn't be concerned, should I? It's almost as if there was something about the artifact that you held back from me. If I have now lost something to them of real value through some lack of disclosure on your part, why, I might take such a thing quite badly.
Well, there might have been more.
Shocking. Tell me.
I can't be sure. I believe that there may have been another key that was required. A data lock such as that would be used only to hide something of great importance. I thought it might be a lost force technique, known only to the ancient Sith, but it would only be useful to me and my kind.
But you can't be sure, correct?
I did not have time to find the answers. I did not think you would give it away so carelessly.
Silri, I want you to listen to me very carefully. If you ever lie to me again, or hide information from me, you and every Dalthamary witch will die the day after you betray me. And I'll kill every one of those damned Rancors as well. Those orders already stand, and will be carried out whether I'm alive or not. Do you understand me?
I've heard enough!
These are actions that you will set in motion. Lie to me, betray me, withhold information from me again, and all of these things will come to pass. Am I as clear as I can possibly be?
I understand.
Splendid. Now then, Uri, you can begin tracking the locator beacon we placed on the artifact.
What?
Did you really think I didn't know what would happen? I let Bosk steal it. I'm quite willing to sacrifice 1,000,000 credits when it will lead me to the Emperor's personal archives aboard the Eclipse.
Why bother getting into the Eclipse at all? You're so vastly powerful now, as you humbly stated a moment ago.
I need to access the Emperor's private command console aboard the Eclipse to get what I really want. The problem has always been finding the location of the archives that contain the passkey. But Bosk and Thrawn have helpfully solved that problem for me. Do you have it, Uri?
I'm tracking it, Tiber. It will take some time.
I can wait a bit longer.
Progress will be swift.
Tiber, we are getting a message from Mandalore.
From our pirates?
Yes. Their commander seems excited.
Captain, I trust you have good news.
I know the order was to leave Mandal Hypernautics alone, but some of my men couldn't resist hitting some of their lesser shipyards outside the system. I seized the opportunity to extort some more new ships from Mandal.
Really? And how did they respond?
They were only too happy to pay a little more. We have some new toys for you.
Well now, that is a prize. An admirable job, Captain. Except for one thing.
What's that?
I cannot allow underlings to ignore my orders, or the consortium simply degenerates into a pack of bandits. Let's hope the man who replaces you will remember that.
Tactical battle imminent.
I'm taking a few associates down to the planet to rough up the food commissioner. Now that I've come all the way down here, we clearly have to kill some of those sharks. Let's say 10 heads.
We'll provide all the backup you need. Attack! Make sure you're covered. Kill all enemies! We're right behind
Which
you.
lowlife shall I dispose of? I see.
Give us a signal. It's your credit account.
Engines primed. Checking sector. The enemy has
That
been
wasn't clear.
spotted.
Repeat. Give them heavy fire. Confirmed. Moving forward. We're moving into position now.
Who stands in my way? To that location.
We've secured a build pad.
If that is necessary. I confirm your transmission.
Turret constructed.
Ready. Moving into that area, sir.
We've secured a build pad. Turret
My
constructed.
patience wears thin. They will be taken care of.
Your signal is garbled. We're pushing on the enemy position now. Expect resistance.
Good to go, sir. Load your weapon.
This better be worth my time. Moving. Destination received. Does anyone doubt my ability?
Give us a target.
Good to go, sir.
We've captured
Bring
an
'em on.
abandoned sensor array.
Load your weapon.
We could use more supplies. The enemy is over there. Move order acknowledged. Engage your weapon systems. Enemy position acquired. Coordinates received. Moving there now. We're moving right away. Yes, sir. Understood. Target confirmed. It's time to move in for the... Where next? The enemy will pay. Perhaps I can persuade you otherwise. Do not make me wait.
Destroyed.
Be there shortly. I'll be there.
Turret has been sold. Bacta tank constructing.
What are you concerned with? Don't waste my time. Time is short.
Bacta tank has been sold. Construction complete.
Do not fail. Choose wisely. I'll take them out.
Situation untenable. All forces withdraw.
The Alzark 3 forces put up a surprising fight. I'm going to have to acquire more battle units before I try taking this planet again.
Tactical battle imminent. Reinforcements en route. Choose your reinforcements.
Gunship weapons are online. Coordinates received.
Enemy unit sighted!
Destroy the shield generator. Remove the shield generator.
Reinforcements en route.
Target the engines. Disable those ion cannons. Crusaders' weapons are charged and ready. What was that order? Our target priority is the laser cannons. Attack!
Reinforcements en route.
Weapons armed. Enemies incoming.
Responding. Ready for action. Standing by.
We are victorious.
Thanks to the spies I have planted in the rebellion, we know that both the Emperor and Vader are in the Endor system. That means Coruscant is wide open.
To Coruscant?
That's where we've traced the artifact, isn't it? By all indications, it's in the Emperor's Imperial Archive. The Empire is sure to be caught off guard by such a bold raid on the Imperial Archive itself. That passkey is as good as ours.
Coruscant is going to be heavily guarded. even with the Emperor and Vader absent.
Thanks to IG-88's help on Bespin, we should be able to land without interference. Get Silri and prepare to raid the Imperial Archive on Coruscant. We must get in and out before the Emperor returns from Endor.
Are you sure you want Silri along for this?
She is powerful and useful despite her volatility. Be ready, though. If she tries anything, I'll require your services.
I am ready. I look forward to it if the opportunity arises.
Mission log updated.
Progress will be swift.
Tactical battle imminent.
I'm taking a few associates down to the planet to rough up. Now that I've come all the way down here, we clearly have to kill some of those shocks. Let's say 10 heads.
Certain. Ready. Destination received. We've got him! Send reinforcements!
Unit destroyed.
There's our target. We're attacking in open formation. Transmit the coordinates. Understandably. Your tactics had better work. I see. They will not live. Tomorrow will not come. To that location. You can't escape!
Ready for action. Bring them on! Advance!
Locate our enemies. As expected. Hit them now! Take
right
cover!
behind you!
Attack! Now's our chance. I am ready. If that is necessary. You can't fight what you can't see. Attacking! I confirm your transmission. Deliver them to their end. Moving. Destination received. You should work for me. Time for a sneak attack. Can I interest you in a side mission? What? Be there shortly. Cloaking enabled.
All weapons loaded. Entering battlefield.
I am ready.
T4B ready.
Who stands in my way? I'll be there.
Give me the target. Engaging target. Spearheading assault. C-4B mobile. Ready for attack. Target locked. Attack. Fire! Moving into position. Open fire!
My patience wears thin. Don't waste my time.
Turret has been sold.
Copy.
We've secured a build pad. Bacta tank constructing.
Your orders. Attack that target. Attacking target. Fire at will. Right away, sir. Attacking. Targeting.
Unit destroyed.
This better be worth my time. No match for us. This one is mine! This should be easy. They will forfeit their existence. They will be taken care of. You can't escape. Time is short. Attacking. This one is mine. This should be easy. You had better be certain. You dug your own grave. Your tactics had better work. I see. To that location. World corrupted. Well done.
The Commissioner is now under our control. We'll start by limiting the miners' food supply until they dramatically increase their production.
Order confirmed.
Tactical battle imminent.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Inbound! Ready for action. Enemy target sighted.
TIE Squadron here. For the Empire.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Waiting orders.
Moving to coordinates.
Draw their fire!
Engaging the enemy.
Thrusters at maximum. Moving in for the
TIE
kill.
reporting in. Commencing attack run.
Locking target.
Changing
Yes,
course to
Commander.
intercept.
We've got them on scope. Attack commencing.
Orders, sir. Acquiring target. Advancing on target.
Weapons charged. Starting attack position.
Falling back! Advance! Gaining on the enemy.
Awaiting orders. Attack.
Beginning construction. Construction complete. Construction complete. Constructing.
Easily done. Progress will be swift. The entire planet folded when we were able to threaten its weather systems. All power to the Zon Consortium. We have acquired a great deal of Jedi knowledge that is being reviewed. This information should be useful in allowing the Consortium to push on in this sector. Hutts are easy to bribe. This mission cost us little and gained us a great deal. Easily done. Talon Card proved most cooperative when we explained things to him. We've successfully corrupted the planet.
Coming around.
Progress will be swift. Easily done. Progress will be swift. Our organization is now planet-wide. The cold doesn't seem to affect how miners spend their credits.
Recruiting.
My skills are yours to command. Easily done. Progress will be swift. Easily done.
Heading to destination.
Battleship standing by. Battleship standing by. Battleship standing by. Coordinates received.
Tactical battle imminent.
Incoming!
Weapons online. Weapons charged. Coordinates received. Remove the shield generator. Preparing for combat. Moving to attack position. We're draining their shields now. Enemy target sighted. Destroy the shield generator. Our target priority is the laser cannons. Direct fire on the engines. Got him on the run! Attack!
Very well.
Planetary control achieved. Beginning construction. Constructing. Construction complete. Construction complete. Beginning construction. Constructing. Construction complete. Construction complete. Beginning construction.
En route.
Tactical battle imminent.
Progress will be swift.
Recruiting.
My skills are yours to command.
Recruiting.
My skills are yours to command. Easily done. Progress will be swift.
Checking sector.
Moving.
Invasion commencing. Choose your reinforcements. At maximum
Any orders?
capacity.
Give us those
Production
coordinates
halted.
again. We stand ready to fight. If you don't mind paying us to run around, awaiting your orders. Shouldn't be a problem.
We've secured a build
We're
pad.
on the go.
We've secured a build pad. Turret
Come across
constructing.
enemy units.
Turret constructing.
Drive this. Assault squad reporting. Attack is being executed.
I await your instruction. Very well. Activating stealth field.
destroyed.
What can I do?
We secure a build pad.
I am here at your request. Yes.
Unit destroyed.
Now may I
Construction complete.
That will suffice.
Unit destroyed.
We're moving into position
At
now.
maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
I am ready. So be it. I stand ready.
We appreciate your credits. We can keep up. This way, that way. Make up your mind. Squad on the way.
I await your request.
Signal received. We're attacking as ordered. Moving as quickly as possible.
What is it? All right. I am going.
Ready for battle.
We secure
Weapons at the ready. Attacking now.
We secured a build pad.
Awaiting orders.
Turret
Ready and
constructing.
reporting. It's your credit account.
Moving into that area, sir.
At
Destination
maximum unit
received.
capacity. Production halted. Turret
May
constructing.
I be of assistance?
We secured a build
We're
pad.
available.
Turret
What is your
constructing.
plan? I shall go there.
Give us a signal. Fire at will.
I copy. Torpedoes away. I copy. Yes, sir. Enemy targeted. Weapons firing.
That wasn't clear. Repeat.
Roger that. Form up. Awaiting orders. Torpedoes online. Enemy sighted.
Your signal is garbled. Confirmed. Moving forward.
Copy.
We secured a build pad.
Moving to attack
We
range.
secured a build pad. Turret constructing. Turret constructing. Turret constructing.
I wait for your signal.
I copy.
We secured a
Torpedo
build
launcher
pad.
mobile, sir.
Turret
What do
constructing.
you wish? On my way.
Reporting. Initiating ground assault. Yes, sir. Attack. Fire. Open fire. Attack that target. Attacking target. Fire at will. Yes, Commander.
Standing by, sir.
Pad.
Beginning attack.
They're falling
Right away.
back!
Attacking.
Turret
Your
constructing.
eyes then here.
We secured a... Planetary control achieved. Beginning construction. Constructing. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Beginning construction.
Moving out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Weapons online. En route.
They're over here!
Moving out. The lasers are our target. Our target priority is the laser cannons. Target the engines. Fire! Direct fire on the engines. Target the engines. Direct fire on the engines. Target the engines. Open fire. Our lasers are gone. Attack that target. Attacking target. Remove the shield generator. Destroy the shield generator. Remove the shield generator. Fire at will. Attacking. Targeting. Firing. Preparing for combat. Disable those ion cannons. Engines down! They've taken out our lasers.
Defeated.
I am going.
Planetary control achieved. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Beginning construction. Building under construction. Construction complete.